if they had intended to do so. So they're going for a different or untraditional, unstandard ban here, band lineup here. Meanwhile, Broken Style banning out Lifestealer, as I've already said, gone for Razor, and now picked up Gyrocopter, that hero with a lot of AoE potential if he gets the right amount of farm. But, you know, Outworld, that's just a dominating Trump ace card right off the bat. And I want to say this beast mode is actually Team Giga for the New Zealand scene. Because I feel this is a game that I've cast before with beast mode, so let's see if it is. Meanwhile, Beast Mode picking up Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet again, coming back just like OD, just like
10 seconds remaining.
What was the other hero they said the other day? Was it
5
Beastmaster?
remaining.
You know, these heroes that used to dominate in the sort of post TI1, pre TI2 events, now coming back again. And even Nagasarian, who was the crisp sort of #1 ban out for TI2, she's even back as an optional tri-lane carry or tri-lane support or rotational support based on with the team lineup. So already here, beast mode playing the odds and picking up a lot of good heroes here. Meanwhile, I've got to say, I don't like the pickup here of Keeper of the Light for Broken Style. Keeper of the Light fallen drastically off the radar in recent weeks, recent months even. He doesn't have that potential he once had in the old days. People have realized that he does... How do I say this? He does peter off in a certain way, and I feel that... he's a real early game, mid game hero, and picking him early or even at all is real subpar nowadays. Meanwhile, ban outs here for the last position. We've got Shadow Fiend and as well as Dark Knight, both Dragon Knight being banned off for those mid lane position slots. Although clearly, I'm not sure where the Shadow Fiend ban is there. OD is going to be mid. Who doesn't OD mid? You know, Lily would say only a retard doesn't put OD mid, and I'd have to agree with Porcelain Lily. This is the situation where you have OD mid in the long lane with Nyx, Jara, and Keeper of the Light, and of course, sorry, she's tri lane, of course, long lane Windrunner. Meanwhile, beast mode, they still have options open. Chen obviously in the jungle / tri lane, Nature's Prophet in a similar position, but probably going to be in the long lane. Weaver also potentially in their position. So and Naga, we don't know where Naga's going to go. So now they're going to make a decision here. What hero they're going to pick up next, because it's really, really important as to which how they're going to unfold. And in fact, they've gone for support in the form of Nick Sandking, which does tell me it's going to be a Naga Siren in the long lane, in the support tri lane with a Chen. In the jungle. Nature's Prophet is most likely going to be middle with Weaver in the long lane. Although it's anyone's guess just yet here in Game 2 versus Beast Mode versus Broken Style.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm going to pause, of course, for the ban, and let's have a look at the team and who's picked up what. We've got AI, I don't even know how to say this, Tian Funzi sitting, Funzi, yeah, Funzi sitting on the Sand King. Lions is going to be sitting on the chain. Biggie, of course, on the Naga Siren, which leaves the last two to pick up the last two slots. Meanwhile, on the opposing team, we've got Creed sitting on the OD, Rarumag sitting on the Gyrocopter, Aquilia sitting on the on the next assassin, and Zodiac, my favorite person of all time, sitting on the Windrunner. And I think Windrunner's going to have a great game in this particular matchup. I feel that I feel that they have the potential to do really, really well. Although I don't like this pick of Keeper of the Light, I do think they have a lot of potential here. Let's have a look at the lineup here. Weaver, of course, being picked up by whoever the brown player is, tells me that Weaver's been playing by KCZZ, which means Magic Mixer on Nature's. These guys, they have set up in their favor. They have the global utility of Nature's Prophet to come into any team fight. The Zakuzi there being able to dive, going very, very quickly. Nagasiren for the setup, as well as the team fight capability they have with both these two heroes. They're going to be alright, but the damage, the nuke potential out of this Radiant team definitely outweighs any utility that BM has. So it's going to come down to position. It's going to come down to these early laning phases, as it always does here on the Oceanic scene. In terms of laning, Sand King middle position, not where I would have expected him to, although he could do very, very well there. Cossack Finale, we've seen in a number of games, if you could tag a number of creeps and then Burrow Strike in, you could do huge amounts of damage. Nagasiren in the long lane, bit of a ping game going on there. With Weaver, so Nagasiren support. Unlikely to be a Weaver support, with Chen's thing in the jungle, and of course that leaves the Nature's Prophet in the long run where I thought he would be. Not sure about the Sand King. It's going to give you early level epicenter, but I do think that it would be better to potentially put a carry in the mid position. Nagasiren, early the Siren ability, or even Weaver, so he can, because he's a greedy cunt anyway. So putting Weaver in the middle means that you don't have to suffer in terms of laning. Illusion. Meanwhile, OD in the mid, of course. This huge knockout here. Porcelain Lee, she likes to play OD. She thinks OD is mid, and that's of course where I think it should be. Who doesn't think OD should be mid is a bit of a retard. We've got Gyro in the long lane, the trail lane I should say. Confused a number of times, with the Nyx and the Keeper of the Light in support. So this is going to be a great lane for Gyro. He's going to be looked after quite well. I don't think Nature's going to get a kill at all. In fact, Nature's is going to be a primary attacker for ganking. If there's an early homing whistle coming out, if there's an early impale or a good initiation on impale, then he could be done for. So first blood potentially in that lane. Although in the opposing trail lane in the top, Windrunner is also a candidate for first blood, given that it's a Weaver and a Nagasiren. Only has one lockdown and form the nets. Going for Total Surge first off. And Zodiac already taking a lot of damage. Chen needs to get one of those net creeps and they can secure a kill with a double net scenario. But of course, that comes down to a little bit of luck, a bit of timing. And making sure that you don't announce your presence too early in that engagement. Sand King playing a dangerous game here. Getting severely harassed in the mid lane. Of course, Orb's not coming out just yet. Just general right clicks. And he's already only sitting on 200 hit points, so he needs to be careful. Imprisonment. Here comes the Orb. This could be a kill right now. No, instead he just goes for the imprisonment. He's going to try and shut down his potential. But of course, Sand King is okay in the mid lane position because he just needs to right click things and they die. You know, the Cossack Finale doesn't require any mana. It is passive, so anyone with a passive can do well against that. Burrow Strike being used before he has no mana. Of course, that early bottle being used. He is going to go for that DD. The creep coming in to deny it, though. Great micro there from Nature's Prophet. Not only is he soloing the long lane against the tri lane, but he uses his creeps to casually just deny that ruin like a boss. Game unfolding at a slightly slower pace of the previous game. Both teams had already felt out their potential and now playing accordingly due to their lineup. And I feel that though still, I think this lineup is still potentially in the favour of beast mode. They do have They do have the potential here. Of course, these guys are the winner of the iPlay event. That's why I know them. I took a photo with them. This is just an organized scrim with them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Of course, OD laying a lot of damage down in the middle. Oh, a lot of deny in the sense of thing. And Chen coming through. They have some stun creeps. Great initiative of the Burrow Strike. It is going to be first blood.
Invisibility. First blood.
Going to Sand King.
First blood on the sand strikes the perfect note.
Excellent maneuver there from our iPlay team. iPlay, of course, the team that used to be called Beast Mode. Was called, sponsored by Zero. Wait, great initiation there from Next Assassin. No follow through though. That should have been a kill. That's a big misplay.
Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
Meanwhile, a lot of pushing power coming out of this combo here with Gyrocopter and Keeper of the Light. You know, we see here an Illuminate with a flak, with a rocket barrage is really difficult to deal with. It does destroy any laning potential, and they go for almost a 5-minute on the mark minute tower. That's going to add a lot of gold potential. Let's have a quick look at the CSCS going definitely in the favor of the Weaver, followed by Gyrocopter, and then of course Chen. But if we have a look at the net worth, that equates to a slightly different story. Even though Chen has a lot of CS, he's sitting at almost the bottom, in the middle of the table. Sand King up there with a Gyro, with Weaver slightly in the lead. Of course, the big loser here, OD, getting really pushed out of lane here with the Caustic Finale. Like I said before, F2 is just rock in, right-click a couple of creeps, Burrow Strike at the end, and get a massive amount of AoE damage, kill any hero trapped in that swarm of creeps. And this is kind of what's happening in the middle lane. OD getting harassed mainly from that Caustic Finale. Yeah, though he's got all this range, it's not really working for him. You know, of course, early boots there, boot conversion for Sand King. Now comes the net, another easy kill. Double net here, just like I said before. Double net combo working out really well. Easy kill. Going to be very casual about that particular cast. I saw that coming. And Keeper being struck out of lane. In fact, Keeper may go down here. He's being saved by the next. But in comes the Nature's Prophet. No, he cancels. Sand King popping the haste through. Doesn't actually need any help. Says, hey buddy, back off. I've got this. What do you need to come in for? And again, Nature's Prophet coming in this time. Down comes the AoE. Here comes the call-in. It's 1, possibly 2 kills. And of course, iPlay being caught off the mark slightly. Great Impale combo with both an Illuminate as well as a cooldown. Caught both of those heroes. You know, iPlay's the team that won't fall for that again. With its mix of Russian, both Chinese players, they've got a very good aggressive playstyle there that mimics both of those scenes. Although they interact a little bit in the European scene, and Russia trying to pretty much next door to each other. They do have different playstyles, and both of these are reflected in the way that iPlay play, generally speaking.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Axe observes carnage underway at Radiant's top tower.
And it looks like here that OD has to be forced to retreat, although he's got all this right-click potential. Doesn't have as much out as the level 2 Gnostic Finale. He's just doing too much damage. Drives the battle lane.
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Chen cracking his ult, and it does help him secure a kill in the form of Gyro.
They could be worse.
Missed by me. I was too busy paying attention to what Keeper of the Light was doing. Keeper of the Light farming. Desperately wants to get some items. The lane is completely open. One of them could be in that lane, but none of them are in that lane. In fact, the lane is almost abandoned. Same as the bottom, the top lane. Weaver's pushing this right down to the tier 2. There's no answer, no move to use reactionary TPs whatsoever. In fact, they're just happy for Weaver to damage down this tower. And I feel that is a grave error. Of course, iPlay going to capitalize on this. Having only lost one bottom tier 1 tower, they're going to and taken one. They're now going to take advantage. And again, no reaction here, so they're going to just back up and re-push it with this Weaver.
War has come to Radiant's bottom
I'm not sure behind this farming tactic why they've abandoned the lane with Zodiac, with the long lane against the Nature's Prophet, with the Nyx there. In fact, wow, Nyx almost dying there. In fact, Chen taking another kill with the nets in the mid lane. Outward going down for the 3rd time. Good rotation from Chen. Great microing. Of course, they're going to still look out for this Gyro. He's got a lot of damage. Massive amounts of AoE damage. And that can be followed up with any moment with an Illuminate. So they have to be very careful. Chen getting jostling for position. Poised to strike the mid lane again. With his creeps. Sand King also has rune options, so this looks like it could be another kill, but this time on Gyro. Sand King going up for the bait. No, Chen has gone back to farming, so no opportunity there for them to rotate mid. Instead, Radiant are now going to look to rotate mid. A lot of right-click ticker from the team, as I've already said. They've got all this right-click, pure right-click damage, AoE / ability damage that can come out of this team here. In the form of Gyrocopter as well as OD, followed with an Illuminate at any moment. So, but you know, both teams taking a very slow approach in comparison to the previous game. The previous game was a lot of early kills, a lot of AoE damage, a lot of team fights very early. This team taking a lot of, and Illuminate goes in. And this is a dangerous situation. OD picks up a kill. But is it enough? OD goes down. And in fact, Chen's in a dangerous position. Ult being used. Nice burrow strike. And a bit of a clutch there by Zodiac, just looking to shackle something and do something, but he can't secure any kills just on his own. And it's now 3 for 8 in the favor of BM. BM picking up a number of items in both boot conversion. There's core items building towards some of those core items there. Graph-wise, but it's way in their favor, deep into the 3k territory at 5k experience. So this is getting very serious. It's been very slow, very uneventful, very gradual. And I have to play that way. They wanted to capitalize on any opportunities that have been given to them, any mistakes that B-Star make, and now they're looking into that. In fact, this is a more dangerous position than the previous game. The previous game was a number of bad calls with TPs, looking to go and win that. This game is really purely outplayed. I think in the first game, if they decided just to give it up and take their losses, B-Style could have probably won that game with their free farming lifestealer. But in this game, this is a different game altogether. This is definitely BM at their best. Now taking an uncontested rush. Weaver looking like he's trying to escape, but will he get away? Zakuzi up, and he does. Amazing, excellent play there. Meanwhile, rush taken, uncontested rush, and now the pings and bars go down. They're looking to push this bottom tower, potentially this tower. Yeah. hero is going to push that way. While meanwhile, sinking reverts back to mid farming. Weaver having a great old time in the long lane. Almost taking a tier 2 just on his own.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Axes, please! Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
Sloppy damage going down. In fact, so sloppy that the Radiant team take the damage. In fact, it looks like they're going to go down. Chin creep in the mix as well. Gyrocopter searching for a kill, searching to escape. Gyrocopter picking up yet another one. Actually picks off the Sand King. And they did not really go as Beam probably expected. They probably expected to roll that one, but instead it's actually gone slightly in the favor of B-Star, I feel, because Aegis was spent. It was a 3-for-1 trade-off, so kills going in the favor of the BM, but they did use that. They just did lose that Aegis, and they took a tower though, so can't fault them in that area. And if this cast not being as exciting as the previous cast, of course, this cast being as slightly of a slow pace, it's gone to slightly farm mode. It isn't no teams are taking the opportunity. They want to really win here. They want to go for a third game here, B-Style, if they can help it. But 1-0 going to BM, and it looks like they're going to potentially take the second game because they're playing very smart, very concise playstyle. At the same time, they just lost our Sand King there. But BM playing very concise. Good follow through. Good, amazing deep warding here in the Radiant jungle. Well, this is going to be a problem for Gyro if he's not careful. He's of course building towards that BKB. But so is everyone else. Weaver already picking up instead of the lifelink. He's instead of Lincoln Sphere, he's gone for an early BKB. And he thinks it's going to be give him more potential. While the game's in this position where you never know what's going to happen. The teams they're only 5 kills away, so it could just be a team wipe away. But you know, BM they've got this aggressiveness in their nature, the way they play. There comes the net. Here comes another kill. Tidal Wrath, Rocket Barrage ready being used. Here comes the Burrow Strike. There's going to be no escaping for the Gyro. It does get singled out thanks to yet another net creep. You know, and I've seen Chens running with 3 net creeps, and you just can't escape that much lockdown. Nature's coming to join the party. They're now going to push this tier 2 tower and potentially onto the tier 3. Is there going to be an answer out of the Radiant team, or are they going to just sit back and defend it and then go for their own counter push? Graph-wise, all in the favor of BM. Item conversion will be the same. Necrete comes down. Lands the next assassin. Early mechanism. They want to push this tower. And a hand of God. Naga Siren set up with Epicenter. She has to cancel it so the damage can go through. They get one. Can they get another? They get no one. They get 2 kills with 1 Impale. 1 Burrow Strike, triple kill. If there's going to be a team wipe, it's going to be a team wipe. BM running for the guns, and this is them. This is a tier 2 tower, and potentially tier 3, and is also the Rex.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good reaction there from Naga Siren. She popped the Naga Siren to keep them in position. As soon as she saw the Epicenter was already underway, she did immediately cancel the Naga Siren. Didn't want to waste any of the waves of Epicenter, and that paid off. That got a number of heroes very, very low. Burrow Strike finishing off the rest, followed by a couple of Tidal Surges. And of course, Nature's Prophet ult coming in there at some time. It's, I think, at the beginning. And just to add that little bit extra damage. And of course, that meant that they went 5 for 1. And now they're going to push down this mid, rotate mid and push down this mid. Don't see why they shouldn't actually successfully get this. No, bit of reaction. Bit of split. There's a split here in the Radiant team. In the Dire team, so they can't actually secure this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. But that's okay. They're not making many mistakes. In fact, look at the deep winning. They go, they make an incursion into the enemy territory. They win a team fight. They ward. They retreat, and this just gives them so much vision in critical areas. You know, they know what's going on. They have this map presence. They have this map domination, and this is giving them this upper hand advantage in terms of engagement. OD being caught out of position, number of abilities being thrown down. Is OD going to go down? Can he escape? This next assassin even. Axis bleed. Wow. Sand King on a killing spree. Sand King in the middle. Definitely a good choice. Here comes the cooldown. It catches nothing. It hits thin air. It catches some creeps. Although the wave, Illuminate wave does hit down Sand King. Sand King looking for a retreat. Lucky Sand King. The Rock knows what's cooking, and he's looking for a kill. Of course, those who are not familiar with what I just said, The Rock played the Sand King in the Sand King movie. Early epicenter, in fact, a bit of a waste. BKB being popped. He goes over the Burrow Strike. He really wants to get somebody, gets nobody. Hand of God coming down to save him. Naga Siren now into position. She's got no Siren yet. Wow, Force stuff way out of there, but she does get picked off by OD. BM's first real team loss at this stage. Another knockdown. In fact, it does work out against them. Immediate buyback. It was the first loss for BM in a teamfight situation. But they're going to turn now. They're looking for blood. Cooldown comes down. It finds another kill. Everybody finding killing sprees. Buybacks galore. In fact, BM being on the back foot, they lose so many heroes. In fact, that's a bit of a disaster for BM. They've handed a lot of gold now, and Mega Streaks ended for almost 600 gold. Gyro now starting to come in his own. This is the phase where they were hoping to get to, but they are behind. They need to push these towers and get disadvantage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Super fortified. Like you can. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And a quick reminder, if you like what you see on either YouTube or Twitch, hit follow, hit subscribe, because your support is going to be appreciated. I just want to do a quick shout out to those guys who have already hit follow and subscribe. You make my day, you know. You add to my pulling power for tournaments. And in fact, I've been invited to cast 3 tournaments in the next couple of weeks. So, and that's primarily to you, the watcher. So, thanks to you, I can keep casting and I stay motivated. So both teams now looking for an opportunity to capitalize. I guess BM, they went into that. They're reeling a little bit because they didn't win that team engagement where they thought they were going to win. In fact, they lost that quite so badly. They lost the Mega Streaks as well as a number of potential kills, and also lost their carries. So that gave B-Star a bit of confidence here. And B-Star going to go in. Naga Siren's ability going up. They're doing a setup, but there's no cohesion here. In fact, it's going to be used as a retreat. Everybody not sure what they were going to do. But Weaver's here. Weaver uses his BKB. He wants to get a right-click damage down. In comes the epicenter. The Rock knows what's cooking. Can you smell it? Cooldown comes down. It does nothing. Hand of God as well as mechanism being used. Meanwhile, Sand King being picked off, diving too far away from his team. No support's going to dive for that. In fact, they're going to hang out in the background, and they may even get another kill here. Ned comes down, as well as a number of abilities. No cohesion in terms of right-clicking, but it doesn't matter. Down goes next assassin, then goes Gyro. Here comes OT, he uses his ult. He gets nothing. And only Keeper of the Light is left alive. Keeper of the Light can't do anything except pump out a few waves. And at this stage, they're still going to do a lot of damage. But it doesn't matter. This is all going in the favor of BM. They're now going to push to tier 3. In fact, they're not going to wait for heals. They feel that Mechanism is up. They feel that Hand of God will be up shortly. Mechanism used immediately just then. And now they're going to go right-click tier 3 tower while they've got the 30-second advantage. And this is exactly the position you want to be in. And now they back off. You know, I don't know if that was the right decision. I think they should have backed off slightly earlier. Look to rotate into a different lane. But they're happy. They've actually, in fact, in saying that they've turned, they're now going to push down this tier 3 if they can. And as soon as they get this set of racks, you know, B-Style